Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Tales of the Green Dawn here in Wildermyth, where our three lovely ladies are ready to add a new member to their group. Just in time too, because Lindia Mossbrew, the leader of our group, has really been through a lot recently. Last time we ended up doing battle with the skeletons that had overrun Smith Cave, and during the course of the fight, Lindia found herself cornered by a couple of the terrible clacking creatures, and she actually almost lost her life. One moment, she was freeing the fire demon that the skeletons had trapped inside of Smith's cave, and the next moment, they descended around her, furious that she had interfered with possibly what was either their religion or some sort of really powerful icon that they had trapped and were using for their own ends. And when Lindia was enchanted by the call of the fire, she took it upon herself to free it and ended up fusing and becoming a flame soul. Fire twists inside Lindia, just barely contained. And that was really awesome and epic and super cool. And she got a left arm that could sprout flame, which was kind of amazing, and a glowing fire tattoo on her forehead. But then she didn't even have a chance to use her fire abilities. The skeletons descended so quickly and so furiously, they cornered everyone. And while Hazel was very busy doing her best to defend her lover Kitty, and Kitty was doing her best to try to shoot with the arrows at anything that she could, but it's really hard to hit a moving skeleton. There's a lot of gaps, and she was doing her best, okay? Well, while they were defending each other, Lindia was exposed, and she thought she would be all-powerful with this new magic ability that she had. But instead, it only took one vicious, angry hit by the skeletons retaliating against her for stealing their fire demon to almost kill her. She lost her right arm instantly and was bleeding out on the ground. Thankfully, Kitty and Hazel were able to defeat all of the skeletons inside of Smith's cave, and they were able to retreat with Lindia, taking her back to our small village of Foggyscape, where these three began their story, and resting at Kitty's helm. And eventually, her arm actually grew back and regenerated into this powerful right arm that you see, which brings the inferno, so she can blast a nearby foe with a flaming fist. Not just summon up a little eager flame, she can blast them with her fist now, which is just amazing, but also rather tragic, because now Lindia can't actually reach out and touch anyone, and whatever fledgling sort of romance was also between her and Hazel is probably falling apart. I mean, Lindia can't touch anyone. She's lost that sense of using her hands to be able to explore the world. Instead, everything she touches burns. And I think that's going to have some serious consequences for her later on. But that vicious attack down in Smith's Cave, fighting against one of the calamities, it was actually these sommeliers, whatever these things are, spectics and sommeliers, possessed skeletons who have been harvested from who knows where and transformed into who knows what kind of horrifying foe. The fight against them and the fact that they couldn't even clear out a tiny cave that did happen to have a bunch of monster cultists inside reminded the group that if they really want to be a band of heroes, if they really want to use their abilities and newfound powers to shape this changing land, there need to be more of them. And so now it is time to train the newly acquired Heather. So let's see how Heather is going to be. We're going to go ahead. Who will train Heather to fight? We could do it with Hazel, and that would cost us 20 days. We could do it, I think just Hazel, because she is actually our warrior. So Hazel is going to have to be the one to train her. And that means that we have got Lindia and Kitty suddenly together. So, I mean, it's going to be 20 days. We don't want to let an entire season go by without doing anything. So I think it's time to do a little bit of scouting. So we'll have Kitty. Let's have Kitty and Lindia. Hopefully they will travel as a group. Yeah, hopefully. Alright, you two, you need to travel together. Just know that. we'll have them start scouting the Dove Wilds. Everywhere else around it, Tallowhog Forest, Flamia Stand, Grave Spruce Wilds, West Spruce Forest, all of those areas appear to be taken over and infested with whatever creatures are roaming the land. So maybe if we scout over here, it'll work out. All right, so it's going to take them 36 days to come this way, 20 days to train our newbie. There we go! Heather Buck is now a greenhorn. Look at her! She's got her little pitchfork, she's ready to fight. But the reason we picked Heather, even though she has quite the interesting personality, let me go ahead and pull up her personality really quickly. If I recall correctly, she is a extreme snarky goofball, but who's a little bit of a coward and a little bit hot-headed. So she's not the easiest to work with. However, all of that hot-headed snarkiness does mean that she's pretty proficient with wielding a pitchfork, so that's definitely a positive for her. And Heather's name, has been linked to an ancient prophecy. And she shrugged it off for a long time, but that's why she became so snarky, is what we realized, is because she was worried about what it meant to be born with a legacy that she didn't exactly want to inherit. And her snarkiness got her in a lot of fights and scruffs, and eventually she learned how to just be able to physically take care of herself. And so that is why she's worked as a sellsword, and eventually she's ended up here, ready to use her pitchfork. And, you know, having somebody show up and have kind of like fire flames, just seeing Lindia and knowing the world is changing has made Heather decide that she may be really scared, but she's done running away from what might be her prophecy, her legacy, her meaning in life. So, warriors like Heather are built hardy, enduring, with a natural aptitude for battle. They develop powerful techniques for close combat. So we could start a fire in an empty tile or break a piece of adjacent scenery. We could engage, it's an active skill. Heather engages another creature, forcing it to attack her and ignore all others on its next turn. She must stay in range and maintain a clear line of sight. I think we'll go ahead and teach her how to engage, because I think her hot-headed snarkiness means that she's the one in the group who's yelling insults at whatever creature comes towards us. So we'll teach her to engage, and hopefully we won't regret that. I wish we could like shop, but I don't think that's an option. I think you have to go and find your gear yourself. So let's actually send them here as well, and hopefully they can join the whole group. All right, there we go. So we're scouting Dove Wilds. Let's see what we find. Oh, the wolf price. What? Gleaming, weird and golden, the profile of rocky hills catches Kitty's eye. Certainly doesn't appear naturally formed. One way to know it for sure. Oh wow, look at that! It's literally like a wolf mountain. Whoa. Up the hill's summit. Nothing is waiting for them. It's a decent view at least. Look, you can see the salt road. Then it begins. A thrumming. It grows louder. Uh-oh. And louder, until the stone underfoot clatters and shakes. No, you two are just supposed to do basic scouting. If anything happens to Kitty, I think Hazel will be thrown into like the depths of, I mean, she'll find more romance immediately because that's just her personality, but she would just write poems about Kitty for the rest of forever. It grows louder, until it's a mighty growl, clamorous, thundering. And then it resolves. So, like the mountains themselves were growling and rumbling. Alright, what's this all about? Kitty's suspicious. I love how suspicious she is of everything. I feel like Lindia has become more cautious, but Kitty, I think that she's, you know, being as extremely 99 out of 100 greedy as she is, I think she's very jealous of just the way Lindia looks now and her powers. So if there's something that Kitty could have, I think she wants to get there first. A voice. I am the one. The voice of a carnivore, cunning and crooning, warning them to run, promising to give chase. The one you have hunted so long. Through tears and coins. What? What? Somebody's talking to Kitty. Our greedy one. You have hunted so long for me, and for a sisterhood that should be yours. Is this something that Kitty could actually, like, connect with? Is this related to, like, the deep greed she feels? Do you know my name? A name? It was the gift I gave to your ancestors. So Lindia is freaking out. Kitty's excited about this. They walked my myth over green fields and fallow. To the curves and corners of being, they walked. Do you know my name? How? How would I? A blessing earned through ancient service, an oath written in steps and trails, and sealed with a name. You only need to know it. I'll ask you once more. Do you know my name? Oh my gosh, Kitty! How do you know this name? Lucius! And reading a fairy tale from youth and realizing how disturbing it is, Kitty doesn't like knowing the name, but she's sure it's right. Is that something she picked up, like, somewhere? Is this some reason that she has this greed, this deep hunger that was never filled, no matter how many coins and how much treasure she snitched? Yes, I am Lucius, your wolf god. Oh my gosh. And now you may take my oath. Abandon your humanity, my girl, and be blessed as wolfkind. What? Oh my gosh, it feels like coming home. Transformation? Kitty would transform? Kitty, let's go. Nothing about abandoning your humanity can be good. Oh my gosh, coming from Lindia, who already has all of this magic. I mean, she's speaking from experience because she has abandoned her humanity with the flame soul. But I know that that would only drive Kitty further into determination to have what Lindia doesn't. And to have something as awesome as what Lindia has. And Kitty isn't the type, even without thoughts of how, I don't even think she's thinking how this would affect her relationship with Hazel. I think she'd just grab at whatever power appeared before her. Kitty kneels, and beneath her, a deep green light pools, which is a good sign since they are the Green Dawn group. Dandelions rise yellow out of the sparse, wind-scraped dirt. They grow old and white and throw their seeds. Next, wilt to nothing. Is she going to turn into a dandelion? The god rock she kneels upon hums. It cracks somewhere inside, a soul-sundering howl. Like 1,000 trapped megalithic wasp echo in the bone jar of her skull. Gracious, that's very specific. Kitty. Lindia. Oh my gosh. +6 retirement age. Kitty! She's turned into a wolf creature. She's like half, oh my gosh. Kitty, what? Wolf touched. Kitty accepted the blessings of the wolf god. She just has a wolf head. Everything else, this is so funny. This is such a great lesson in greed, because Kitty thought she would gain immense power. She might be as epic looking as Lindia, and instead she literally just has the head of a wolf and the body of a human. Oh my gosh. The blessings of Lucius, allowing Kitty to smell the wind and taste prey. And Kitty can now bite a nearby foe with her wolf jaws. I don't think she can talk anymore. I think that Kitty's greed has led her into trading off a portion of her humanity, just literally a portion, not all of it, that she never even really gave much thought to. And I think Lindia, like, oh man, Hazel, she's gonna have a hard time. I wonder if she's gonna end up turning to Heather for comfort. I wonder if Heather would even be interested. What immense chaos, you guys. I don't even know what to say to all of that. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Well, let's go ahead and have the group travel over here. And then we'll go ahead and have this group travel over here. And we'll have them meet back up. Alright, there we go. And we'll get them all together. Calamities! Your enemies advance their plans over time. Incursion. One or more enemies is on the march. Oh my gosh. We have no legacy points, so we can't cancel it. Flamia's stand. The raging Gorgons. The Gorgon army controls the tile, and they're trying to... Oh my gosh. So they're trying to come onto Smith Cave. They're trying to work their way over to Foggy Escape. No! That's our tiny little bastion of humanity. We have to defend it. An enemy is headed for this tile. They will destroy towns and infest the area. Send heroes to the tile to defend it. Got it. Alright, we want the whole group together. There we go, guys. Alright. Fighting is about to happen. I think all we can really do now is just, like, prepare ourselves, I think. Can we like... Okay, we can't... Oh, we can't go to where the tile is controlled. Okay, we're gonna have to wait. Here they come. Oh, man. Ready? The Gorgon army will be here soon. What's our plan? I just want one this time. Oh my gosh. Stand tall. Sound the horns. Put fear into their hearts. Which apparently has 60%. Or we can sneak ahead and harass them before they arrive, which I think Kitty would just have to growl out at this point. I think this would be a lot of time for Hazel to, like, really have to just cope with this. Maybe they could get over this, but I think that Hazel's having a hard time writing poetry about this whole incident. Or we can... I'll brew a mystic drink to bolster our abilities. 52%. Nothing clever, nothing to go wrong. I think Kitty, since she can smell things now and she can hear things so much better, is in the right to try to sneak ahead of them and harass them before they even get here. Because Heather, as cute as it is that you want to stand tall and proud with your pitchfork, I feel like that would be a bad idea to just send her with no armor and a pitchfork to, like, be like, rah, we're gonna take you on. Let's try to harass them before they arrive. No, Kitty! Ah, they saw me! Help! Oh no! Kitty, you were supposed... Kitty's stunned! You were... Oh my gosh, there's raccoons and rose swarms. Survived for 8 turns. Oh, does that mean that we just have, like, this huge army coming after us? Where do we even go? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Well, Kitty has transformed into a wolf-touched? Wolf soul? Like, what do we even call it at this point? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, she's wolf touched now, which I know like a lot of people are going to love. So we have a wolf touched, we have a flame soul, and then we have poor Hazel and Heather just doing their best to try to hold all of this together. And now Kitty has been spotted because although she has the nose and the smelling and hearing abilities of a wolf, she does not have the dainty steps. Huh. All right. Well, we will carry on with these epic stories next time. If you guys could, do please consider subscribing to join us for those adventures. Leave a like for our wolf-touched new Kitty. That's kind of ironic that her name's Kitty and now she's wolf-touched. Wow. And most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.